Doing, we are going live stream.
I've activated the recording.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Our esteemed chief guest, JC Anand Mishra, sir, National Director Training. Our respected mentor, National Trainer and author, JC Naresh Gadia, sir. Our respected founder presidents, JC Kamakshi ma'am, distinguished past presidents, senator, fellow JCs, guests, and all participants joining us from across the zones. A warm welcome to all of you. It's my privilege to welcome all of you to day 2 of the Grow 7X online training series, proudly organized by JCI Bangalore Legends from 31st July to 10th of August. Today's topic, conflict to collaboration, is one of the most relevant leadership skills topic and in today's world. Conflicts are a natural part of every workplace, family, and organizations. However, true leaders don't avoid conflicts. They transform them into opportunities for understanding, trust, innovation, and stronger relationships. Today's session will equip us with practical strategies to communicate effectively, resolve disagreements, and build meaningful collaborations. At JCI Bangalore Legends, we believe that continuous learning is the foundation of leadership. Through this 7X Grow 7X series, we are committed to bring outstanding trainers and thoughtful leaders who inspire us to grow personally, professionally, and as leaders. So, on the behalf of all entire JCI Legends team, I extend a heartful welcome to our chief guest, JC Anand sir. Welcome you, sir. Your presence is an honor for us, and we are grateful to have you accepted our invitation. And I extend my sincere gratitude to the trainer and to all the participants. I encourage you to engage actively, ask questions, implement the learnings from today's session in your personal and professional lives. Once again, welcome everyone. Let's make this training today's session insightful, interactive, and transformation. Thank you. Over to JC Aruna.
Thank you, Chair. Good evening, everyone. Our chief guest today is someone who truly believes that leadership is not about holding a position, but about creating an impact. In just a few years, this remarkable JC has risen from being a local organization bulletin editor to treasurer, president, zone vice president, zone president, and now serves as a national director training JCI India, a national trainer, an outstanding leader, and a passionate mentor. He has earned several prestigious recognitions, including Outstanding Zone President and Outstanding President of the Region beyond JCI. He is an entrepreneur, educator, content strategist, and a strong advocate for training, development, and mental health awareness. His journey is an inspiration, proving that dedication, learning, and service can lead to extraordinary success. Ladies and gentlemen, with a big round of applause, let's warmly welcome our esteemed chief guest for the day, JC Anand Mishra, National Director Training JCI India. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
the floor is open for you. Anand sir.
Okay. Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction, Secretary JC Arunaji, and the leader of this year for 2026 and for future as well, respected President JC Nidhi Vermaji, IPP Puneet ji, Project Director Megha ji, mentor Naresh ji, past President Shweta ji, and the trainer for today's training session, Karthik ji, and all distinguished members of JCI Bangalore Legends, and my dear fellow JCs. Very warm JCs Abhivadan to all. First of all, I sincerely thank JCI Bangalore Legends for inviting me as the chief guest. for this wonderful training program. As I got to know that name of this program is Conflict to Collaboration. So I'm truly humbled by the warm welcome and the affection that all of you have shown. It is always a pleasure to be among JCs who believe that learning is a lifelong journey. Friends, today's topic, conflict to collaboration, is not just relevant, it is essential actually. Let me share a very simple thought. Conflict is not the opposite of collaboration, it is often the beginning of it. Whenever passionate people come together, differences are natural. Different ideas, different experiences, different opinions, these are not signs of weakness. In fact, they are signs of diversity. The real question is not whether conflicts will arise, but how we respond to them. Great leaders do not avoid conflicts. They do not dominate conflicts. They transform conflicts into opportunities for understanding, innovation, and stronger relationships. In JCI also, we work with volunteers. हिंदी में हम बोलते हैं ये एक स्वैच्छिक संस्था है. No one is compelled to serve. Everyone chooses to serve. That is why mutual respect, effective communication, and empathy become the foundation of successful leadership. Every successful project, every memorable convention, and every impactful community initiative is the result of people choosing collaboration over ego. As our 2026 JCI India theme beautifully reminds us, lead, connect, evolve. You can truly lead if you connect with people. And when you connect with people, despite differences, you naturally evolve into a into what? Into a better leader. Today's training is therefore much more than a session on conflict management. It is an investment in becoming better leaders, better teammates, better professionals, and better means overall, if we talk about for better human beings. I encourage each one of you to participate actively, ask questions, share your experiences, challenge your assumptions. Remember, the best learning happens when we engage with an open mind. And before I conclude, let me leave you with one thought. People may forget your arguments, but they will always remember how you made them feel. Relationships built on respect will always outlast victories won through ego. So let us strive to build bridges instead of walls, conversation instead of confrontations, and partnerships instead of divisions. Once again, my heartfelt congratulations to the leadership of JCI Bangalore Legends for organizing such a meaningful program and inviting me as the chief guest of this wonderful training program. Very best of luck to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a privilege to have you today as a chief guest, and definitely whatever you have said, I am hoping everybody will take it forward in their personal and professional life. Uh, Now I would like to invite JC Megha Agarwal on the floor.
Thank you, Nidhi. Success is not just about reaching milestone. It's about inspiring people, building trust and creating positive impact whenever you go. Today, I have the privilege of introducing a dynamic professional who has built an impressive career in human resource, government liaison, stakeholder management, with MSW specialized in personal management and industrial relations. This personality currently serves as a senior officer at ISW Mangalore Container Terminal Private Limited. Its expertise span recruitment, employee engagement, onboarding, training, performance management, and ISO implementation. This persona is Positive National Trainer JCI and certified internal auditor and successfully conducted over 50 training programs empowering individual and team through knowledge and leadership. Known for its external communication, leadership, and people management skill. This personality also holds the distinctions of being one of the youngest president during the tenure of JCI Bangalore Samrat, driven by the passion by building strong workplace, relationship and organizational growth. Please join me in warmly welcome JC Mr. Karthik Shastri. Now the stage is for you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. So, firstly, I would like to thank JCI Bangalore Legends. So, because we know how much it is very difficult to get the people into one forum, that is also through online, it is very, very difficult. And that is also, this is weekend mode, is always on. So, in this situation, also, it is very important that we gathered here with a noble cause. And the respected chairman of this event, JC Verma, Nidhi Verma, madam, as well as today's chief guest, Anand Mishra, sir, and all the respected participants as well as dignitaries. So, first of all, a good evening to all. Yes. So, shall I start, madam?
Yes, sir, sure. Yeah. Floor
Yeah,
is
thank
open.
you. Yeah, thank you. So, first, dear all friends, so please let me tell a little bit about the things that. So, today's session, which is not about only sharing the knowledge which I am having, or only the training which is like lecture mode, which will be the theories, this, that, everything. So, this is about a day to day life which we are currently dealing with, as well as we know each other that some kind of conflicts or some kind of day to day activities which will go, but it will not come to our awareness that, oh, this is what happened or this is what exactly. So I request everyone, it's a open conversation and feel free to unmute yourself, and if anything is there, so it might be the responses or anything, you can feel free to act on that. And regarding, I expect everyone and all the participants participation through, it may be breakout rooms as well as the messages and chat box, so any other things. So let's start about the today's topic actually. Nidhi ma'am, the screen is shared, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So, dear friends, so it's topic about conflict. So you are seeing the image, conflict, and other things. So let it be out of the conflict now. So just simple about. So good evening, everyone. Once again. So when you hear about the word conflict, what is the first word that comes to your mind? So just you can unmute yourself, or you can message in the chat box.
On same topic we have to discuss.
On the same topic we have to discuss. So it's a Nina madam is telling that it's a differences, a disagreement of challenges. So exactly Naresa is telling. So any other things, what is comes to your mind when it is coming as a conflict?
Differences.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Madam, go ahead. I will tell later, or I will finish. This word comes in my mind.
Okay.
Fight.
Fight, exactly. Disagreement and not in the same line. So these are all, we can say it as a conflict. So let's move for the next question. So yeah, you may say that it might be the fight, it might be the disagreement or any other things. So have you owned any conflict? If you say it is a conflict, I say it is a fight. So let it be fight. Have you owned the fight or conflict in your life? Yes.
What
Yes, every
exactly?
day with my brother and sister, with my siblings.
Every day with my like brother, sister, that is our family, friends, it's going on. So sometimes we are winning, right?
I just want to understand, Karthik sir, like, what do you mean by have you own any conflict? Is it like accepting or owning up that I am a reason for a conflict? Is it in that terms?
May I know your name, sir?
Naresh here.
Naresh sir, sorry. So here what means, just I am seeing this one screen only. So Naresh sir, so exactly you are coming to the topic actually. When I showed that have you own any conflict? So everyone is sometimes they say the answers other things, but sir is trying to understand what is actually. Have you own any conflict means in the conflict also sometimes we will not understand what is exactly we will react. So better that rather than reacting, first understand the concept. So have you own any conflict means, for example, if any conflict is happening or fights or arguments are happening between you and other people. So in that have you own, if you felt that I own that, like that. So JCI Bangalore legends written that win but not happy. This is what happens sometimes.
So conflict is happening with me, my husband on some topic, in family, with kids also.
So every day it is going on happening, right?
Not every day, sometime it's happening.
Sometimes, right, right. That
Huh.
is family related, difference of opinion, other things. So, uh, anybody likes conflict here?
Sometime positive conflict and sometime negative also.
Okay, sometimes positive conflict, sometimes negative. But do you like conflicts?
Yeah. Sometime it will
Ah,
be stressful. Sometime it will be stressful.
right. Sometimes it may be stressful. That time sometimes we will simply create some of the conflicts and we will enjoy ourselves, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. So most of the people are saying that friends are no, no, and Praveen Udpa sir said that conflict within my thoughts. So something
Sometimes we are
special,
doing conflict for teasing other person also.
right? Teasing other person also we will do the conflict and other things. So then, so let's see why we are here today. So just about the things. First of all, what is conflict? Why conflict arises? And types of conflicts, how to manage conflicts. So these are the topics which we are just going to cover as well as within the discussion self as well as chat box and keep sharing the knowledge and other things. So may I know what you are seeing this picture?
Queen,
Queen, right?
Sir,
Any
a
other
girl with
answer?
a crown. A girl with a crown.
Girl with the crown, right? Okay, thank you. So just now, same
one old
picture.
woman also.
Now,
One
one
old
old woman,
woman.
right?
Huh.
Right, right. Whether it is a queen now or you are seeing only old woman,
Old woman.
old woman. So, uh, what will you understand in these small images? Because earlier when I showed, so it is like a queen. So now it is like old woman. So anything is coming to your mind after seeing this one?
Yes, what I feel about anything, any version or any topic or any matter, everyone has its own perspective. If we see six, it can be six from my angle, and from other angle, it can be nine. So there is differences in the perspective. So the difference, the conflicts arises.
Exactly, exactly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, madam. So this is
कहते
what, yeah.
कहते हैं देखने का नजरिया चेंज करो.
Simply like it's a one word, one sentence that nazar change karo, so duniya badlegi karke, right? So it's about, yeah, Naresh sir is also messaging that perspective exactly. So Conflict is arising sometimes. It might be the perspective which we are having, and the things which is completely different to other person and which is completely different to us based on the perspective which we are having. So then what is conflict? Can anybody? We are talking about conflict. Okay, now perspective we are talking, so let it be in the simple words.
Con
What is
I would
concept
like to add,
conflict?
Karthik sir, when you
Ha,
ask
sir.
me, what is conflict, I can simply say, have stating that my opinion is correct is where conflict arises.
So my opinion is correct where the conflict arises. Exactly. So it's matter about the opinion, which is like I can say the in my thoughts that is the correct opinion. So according to my opinion, it's supposed to run the show and other things. So any other answers? Is it only opinion differs then the conflict arises or any others?
Sir, I think when we want the other person to only see our perspective and come on our statements. So,
Right. So when other person only see the perspective and our perspective might be difference, so his perspective might be difference. So when other situations, when where at all the situations the conflict will happen. Now we spoke about the thoughts, we spoke about the opinion, and we spoke about the perspective. Yes, let's see. So, what is conflict actually? So, this is basically what and all you have told. It's exactly right. That is a conflict. So, conflict is a difference in. So, let's see about our needs, or might be the goals, might be the opinions, might be the expectations or values. So, this is simple, but conflict arises. So when we have something, a need in our mind or the goal which we are having, if any other person or our thought itself, sometimes if mismatching is coming, then conflict arises. If I am having one opinion, if any other person is having different kind of opinion, then in our mind we will see some kind of uncomfortable, as well as it may turn into later on stage conflict. It might be the expectation which we are having, or majorly sometimes the values which we are having. If any differences are coming towards our the values, and the person, other person is having different kind of values, so then it will turn to the conflict. So conflict is not bad. Then what? Poor handling is bad. Am I right? Yes. So, why conflict arises? So, now we have understood what is conflict. So, why conflict actually arises? Can anybody? Disagreement with bad behavior, exactly. Differences of opinion, right?
Dominating people will not listen then.
Dominating people will not listen. Yes, exactly. It might be the communication, the things, listening part, it will come. Yes, not able to communicate properly, right? Exactly. Mukesh sir. Miscommunication. Yes. Nina madam. Any other reasons for why conflict arises? So let's see. So it's mainly about the conflict arises. We will almost leave the things. For example, you are going in a car. So somebody suddenly came in front of you. So whether you will like almost you will like take it a very conflict matter, or you will just sometimes you may like feel okay, let it be, and you will go on your route. So you will not take that much of like serious manner sometimes. So when it is coming for your goals, if anybody is having interference towards that, then conflict arises, right? So this is what conflict of aims, that is different of goals. Sometimes in the organization, so you will be having some kind of goals, but your people or your teammates might be having different kind of goals. So when it's coming for the different of goals, we will not sacrifice and we will stand to our goals. Then sometimes conflict arises. So different of ideas, so we might be having, one person is having ideas that is, I can say that in the meeting, sir, it may be the good idea, but another person is having another idea, it may be good for him also. So that time also the conflict may arise. So then this is about, as here messaged, I guess, that is the behavior things. So, can anybody give the example, uh, because of the behavior, how the conflict arises? So, it's usual we will say our day to day life. So, I'm asking, can anybody unmute yourself and can tell because of the behavior? So, how the conflict arises? It might be the authoritative mind or anxious, arrogant person. So any being arrogant, right? Exactly as Ananya told, being arrogant. So any scenario do you remember about this one?
Yes, sir. I think most of the time people may have different of opinions but when they lack respect, when during their conversation the respect is not there, and more arrogance and abruptness and arguments they start taking instead of respectively communicating, then disagreement uh, converts into conflicts, as I
Right.
mentioned earlier. Also bad behavior, so behavior, how you are behaving and reacting during that situation, you know uh, raises the conflicts.
Right, exactly. So, can I say that behavior matters a lot during the conflict, or conflict may arise sometimes rather than the issues, the behavior which the person is showing, because of that, it might be conflict arises sometimes. Yes. So, next, conflict of attitude, that is again different of opinions, as well as our attitude sometimes may hurt other people. So, because of that, also sometimes the conflict may arise. So let's see the type of conflicts. So there will be, we can say, only usually external conflict, but sometimes we will not see what is internal conflict which is going on in our mind, right? So let's see about the internal conflict. I request anybody to unmute yourself. So just you can say if you know the what is exactly the internal conflict, or have you felt ever conflict in your own itself, or in your mind, I can say.
Okay, I am coming. Many times it happens. There will be two minds inside us, good one and a bad one. The bad one always tells one thing. Good one, bad one. There will be a fight going on between the two minds.
Correct. Right, exactly, sir, exactly, thank you very much. So always we
In,
can say that, yeah,
in my
anybody,
life,
yes.
sometime I am thinking to be a homemaker only, and sometime I have to think something I have to do. This is the conflict.
Just could you please say the name, madam? Just I'm not able to see
In
the
my
name.
life, sometime I am thinking to be a
No, no, name,
homemaker
name,
only.
your name, madam. Name, just
Megha Agrawal.
mega madam, thank you very much. So exactly, madam, this is what exactly I can say the internal conflict is about. So conflict, simple, but internal conflict arises about what is or where we are into and what should be. As Meghana madam said that sometimes we are currently might be sometimes homemaker or other things, but actually we are thinking that I want to this one. That is what should be. So if any mismatch is coming in this one, that is called internal conflict. So most of the time, dear friends, it is very easy to handle external conflict rather than internal conflict. But we will see only external conflict which is arising this, that, everything. But we ignore usually internal conflict, right? So next about external conflict. So can anybody say what is external conflict? You now understood what is internal conflict. Let's see about the external conflict. Anybody?
Taking the
Taking the
permission with family and husband.
that is external conflict. Yes,
Every
madam.
situation we have to handle.
Right, right. Every situation we have to handle. So any other things?
A conflict between two people, Punit here.
Yeah, exactly, Punis sir. It's a conflict between two people, right? So because internal conflict we have seen only one person, that is ourself. There will be two thoughts only, that is what is and what should be. But in the external, there will be always more than two people, right? So this is about between two individuals, within a team of individuals, or between two or more teams within an organization. So let's see about, we have seen now what is internal conflict, what is external conflict. So my question to all the my dear friends, do you think that in a small issue the conflict will be becoming a big issue, और उतना झगड़ा होता है कि sometimes we will feel that a small issue था, whether इतना बड़ा करने का जरूरत था क्या करके. So whether do you think that small issue can be the reason for the big conflict, or there might be some other reasons which happened in their earlier past scenarios?
So
Yes.
yes, we see a lot of times when the issue is very small, but
Right.
again, proving that only I am right, it leads to conflict and big issues. You can see in
Exactly.
news over a bike parking, people sometimes kill each other. So, we have seen that kind of things also, only just bike parking, right? It can
Right.
be,
Right.
so again, it could
Right.
be handled, Ramsey, but
Right, right, exactly, madam. And apart from that, again, the same thing, that is for silly issues also, sometimes it will be a big conflict and it will turn into the bad day or other dangerous situations also. So now I can say that, for example, I will ask, if you think or have you ever thought that for small issue, whether they are like acted like this much of big issue, they have created like a big thing. So have you thought ever like, or have you experienced like that? Yes, anybody? So Punis sir is saying that a small hole is enough to make a ship down, like a small issues leads to a conflict. Yes, few times. Yes, Punis sir. So just see about the conflict iceberg. So what is exactly the issues from the past? Sometimes we will feel that for a small issues, why this much of conflict is happening, or why he is creating this much of big problem. But actually the issue might be the small thing, but the past experience or the past issues and hidden expectation, self perception and self esteem, interest, needs and desires, emotions, personality, then you will say the small issue will become a big conflict. So we might be seeing the small issue which is happened in our eyes, but background to that, there will be ego hurting, there will be the past scenarios, or there will be sometimes the expectation which have not been achieved by his own, or self ego hurt, that is self esteem, we can say. There will be mismatch of interest between previously, and emotional damage and personality hurt. So these all effects a small issue turn into the big conflict. So this is called the conflict iceberg. So can anybody read this one?
Yeah, I'll go. Do
Yeah,
not kid yourself. A conflict is never about the surface issue. It's about one's unsaid, untreated, and unhealed wounds.
thank you. Thank you very much, madam. So can anybody just explain like what you understood from this small quote?
Simple. To make it simple, don't
Yeah,
think much about this thing. It is not actually about this thing. It is about some other hidden thing.
right, exactly. So sometimes, as I explained in the iceberg itself, so this is not about, we can say it's a small conflict which is happened only because of this reason. So sometimes when conflict happens or anything happens out of our control, or which is, I can say, if you observe that the conflict which is happening not because of this reason, then we have to think in a reverse manner that something happened earlier itself that we need to check again. So let's move. So it's about a case study. So I request everyone, you can take the screenshot or you can make it down the little points if you have anything. So just can I request anybody can read this one once?
Shall I?
Yeah, madam, please.
Okay. Case study of the workplace project. Background is that a company assigns Arjun from operations and Sneha from HR to organize Employee Wellness Week. So Arjun believes that event should focus on operational efficiency and complete everything quickly. But Sneha believes that employees should be consulted before finalizing the program. So every meeting ends in arguments. Arjun says, too many discussions, waste of time. But Sneha replies, you never value people's opinion. Both stop communicating directly and begin emailing only their manager. So the project gets delayed and employee becomes confused. So the discussion questions are, what is the main reason for this conflict? What communication mistakes occurred? How's the organization affected? If you were the manager, what would you do? And fifth one is, what collaborative approach would help? So these are the five discussion points. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much, madam. So I request the host, just can we make one breakout room for the same? And this is about the case study. I request participants as well as my dear friends. So hope you understood what is exactly a small case study which is projected here. So there will be Arjun and Sneha, Arjun from operations and Sneha from HR departments. So Arjun believes that event should be focused on the operational efficiency, competitive, everything quickly. So he wants that the operational efficiency in that manner and the decision supposed to be taken quickly. But Sneha, since she is a HR background, she believes that employees should be consulted before finalizing the program. So when you start for consulting and asking the opinion, you will be taking a lot of time to decide the things. So Arjun wants fast result, but Sneha, since she is having the concern that I should ask to the employees and opinions, so the decisions are pending and it is taking some kind of more time rather than expected time. So every meeting ends in an argument. Arjun says that too many discussions waste of time. And Sneha replies, you never value people's opinion. So there will be some kind of conflict between them. And finally, it's going on to their managers. So now in the breakout room, you have to discuss about. So what is the main reason for this small conflict? One thing, and what is communication mistakes occurred, and how is the organization affected from this small conflict? And if you were the manager, what would you do, and what collaborative approach would help to resolve this conflict? So, uh, Nidhi madam, shall we make the breakout room, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So we have 36 participants. We can make,
Okay.
I think, 5 groups. That will be good, sir.
Okay. Fine, ma'am.
Yeah. So I'm making.
Five or six? Six, five. Six would be better.
No, sir. I think 5 is better, sir. No problem.
Okay, okay.
Uh,
Can I stop sharing, madam, screen?
yes, sir. You can stop sharing.
Yeah.
So everyone, please join the room which is allocated to you. Room 1, we can see Kartik, Ananya, Udit sir. Mukesh sir has not joined. In room 2, we have Aruna, Purnima, Naveen, and Raksha. May I request everyone to join the rooms? Uh, Naresh sir, is there any issue? I'm not sure why I was out. The meeting closed or what?
Nidhi ma'am, shall we close the breakout rooms?
Do I close all the breakout rooms?
Yeah.
Karthik sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's on the wait time of 1 minute, so it will close.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes, Karthik sir, I think all are back.
Yes, ma'am. So, dear friends, how was the breakout rooms?
Good.
Yes, Mega ma'am.
Yes, it was good. They have to put their own views, and according to their employer, they have to discuss,
Yes,
and
yes.
then at the last they have to talk about the what the aim was there. According to the aim, they have to decide their points.
Right, right. Exactly, ma'am. So let's just I will share the screen so let it be easy for others also to understand. Yeah. So now, so I request around the teams which we had during the breakout rooms. So request any one person you have discussed. I know that a lot of things might be discussed. Uh, we might be thought that it could have done like this, it could have done like that. So let's put together. So about these questions are there on your screen. So what you discussed and if you are in that situation either by the manager or if you think like yeah exactly the manager or top manager, so what would be your answer or according to this case study for these questions what is your opinion? So I request one member from each team just unmute yourself and you can give your like opinion or the discussion highlights.
Room
The
number
main
one.
Yeah, yeah, you
Room
can
number
say
one, shall we
you
go?
can say the room number as well as the participants. If you remember, just you can say the participants or the friends you got there and your name, and then you can start with your opinions or answers. Yeah,
I was in room number one.
yeah,
Ananya, I had Ananya in my room,
yeah,
and we both exchanged that she's also from Bangalore, that work and all. And
yes,
we came, the main reason for the conflict is the perspective of each of them, even though they both had different experience in another different thing. And what I said, Ananya added that the manager could have brought individually one to one and discussed with them, and he could have come to a
right,
conclusion, decision. This
right,
is what we
right,
discussed.
right. Thank you very much. So you are saying that there might be the
And
differences of
to add
opinion.
one more thing, sir, we had one more participant, Oppo CH2591. They
Okay.
were muted spectator. They did not talk or did not interact.
Okay, okay, okay. No problem, sir. No problem. So as you rightly said, yeah, good input, sir. Thank you very much. So room number two, anybody can unmute yourself.
I think I was in room number 2. I'm not sure
Yeah, no
which
problem,
room I
ma'am.
was.
Yes. Yeah.
So the main reason between this problem is the lack of coordination. If they would
Okay.
have coordinated well and both of them had been patient, the things would have been moved faster as Arjun expected. He would have just spared little time, and Sneha would have replied with employees count, asking the opinion of the employees, and then
Right.
everything would have gone smooth. So because
Right.
of the lack of coordination,
Right.
everything went on a toss.
Right. Right. Exactly, ma'am. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you very much, ma'am. So room number three.
I, I,
Yeah.
uh, I am from room number three.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I already told they have to give their points. They have to
Right.
discuss, and
Right.
then according to the goal, they have to discuss what the benefit the employee will get. According to that, they have to discuss.
Exactly. Exactly, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much. So next, anybody? Room number four, I guess. Anyone?
So not sure. I was, I think, in room number 4 or 5.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Sure.
as both of them have different perspective, as one is from operations who focus
Okay.
more on, that the event should go smoothly and fast as per
Right.
the timelines, but and the other person is from HR, like who mainly focuses that it is an employees event, so it should be, more participation of employees should be there, and it should be employee focused as per their needs and requirements. They
Right.
could have discussed in detail, and there are the different of opinion and disagreements. They could have strategized instead of checking with each employee. They could have called up the managers from each team, right, and discussed what kind of events, and they could have worked on the timelines. So again,
Right.
yes, they could have done better communication and strategized during this event to avoid the conflict.
Right.
The reason was that both were, trying to dominate each other and not listen to each other
Right.
perspective, right?
Right.
Definitely
Right.
organization is affected because it is an event which where which valued as an organization also. It is on stake, like repute of the organization. And
Right.
as a manager, what would you do? Again, we need to communicate well between both the teams, Arjun team and Sneha's team, and
Right.
they could negotiate on their terms. They should understand each other's perspective,
Right.
and a collaborative approach, like I said, key they could have decided the timelines, right, within 1 week. Let Sneha work on the feedbacks from the employees, uh, so that the timelines are not delayed as well.
Right.
And
Right.
Arjun can work on the timelines, so they could
Right.
have worked
Right.
on this collaborative approach.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much. So any room left?
No, I think we are all done. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So now, final my questions to all my dear friends. So we have seen a lot of the perspective as well as the based on this case study. So what could have done better, or how we could have solved this conflict and other things. So my final one question. So after this small conflict, who, like, I can say, the regretted, or who was the loser actually, whether Arjun, Sneha, or the employees of the company? Both employees. Yeah. Next, anybody? You can put it in the chat also. Sanika told it's employees, right? Organization again, right? Yes, exactly. So rather than Arjun as well as Sneha, So they were okay. So rather than Arjun and Sneha, so whatever the loss happened to them, so rather than that, the loss happened to the employees, which is a huge loss. Because I can say that employee wellness week, so that which that planned and they have not executed because of their internal conflict, I can say, different or difference of opinion, I can say. So because of that, employees got suffered and they lost the employee wellness week, right? So move forward. So now we have seen, so what is conflict, types of conflict, as well as the reason for conflict. So just now we also have seen the case study related to a small conflict, how it occurs and what could have been done and other things. So in the management styles, how we can solve the conflict. So that is very, very important. Let's see. So there will be some kind of styles are there. I can say competitive style and avoidant style, accommodating style, compromising style, and collaborative styles. So let's see about competitive style. I win, you lose. Can anybody unmute yourself and can simply, because it's a like rather than going into like the big things, just I have simplified the concept. You can see the images as well as the headings. What will you get into your mind by seeing this?
The
Yes,
higher
can any?
manage the higher management or director will say, I will, you should lose.
May I know name, eh?
Megha sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. So higher management usually say I win, you lose. So that is called competitive style. For example, madam has given. So exactly sometimes this is what happen not only in the corporate as well as in our situation also or in our day-to-day life also. So I win, you lose, right? So this is about a person wants to win the conflict at any cost without considering the person's feelings or opinions, right? So as madam said, sometimes in the office, so output, the outreach or the task completion is important rather than your feelings or the task is more important than the people sometimes, right? So here, the characteristics, if you see this style of a competitive style, that is solving the conflict. So first one is firm and assertive, quick decision maker, and can damage relationships if overused. Best used when means during emergencies, quick decisions are required, and risk people may feel ignored. So this is what means exactly. So I win, you lose. You will not bother about the people. For example, you may say that for me, I am winning the situation is important rather than that people. So in that situation, you can take this competitive style. That is, I win, you lose. So next one related to that, second style of conflict resolution or conflict management style, that is avoidant style. So can I say or can I request anybody? So just is coming to your mind after seeing this one. You can unmute yourself or message or anything is fine.
I think I don't want conflict. You win the conflict. I win the friend. If it's a conflict between two people, you
Okay.
win the conflict. I win the person.
Okay. Okay. Right, sir. So anybody else? They go with the other. They go with other person and not hurt them. Right. So anybody? Anything is coming to your mind after seeing this? Right. So let's see. A person avoids the conflict instead of discussing or solving it. In our day-to-day life also, or in our life also, you might have seen some of the issues are going on. We will not take the decision either this or that. It is always carried with us for a long time. So this is what avoidant style. So we will not try to solve the problem. It will be coming with us only. So characteristics: keeps silent, walks away, and delays discussion. You will not get any result over here, this or that. It will be continued, or you will say that it will be like unresolved issue, and hopes that problem disappears. So example, your friend says that something that hurts to you, but instead of discussing it, you stop talking to them. So the issue is very small, emotions are high, and everyone needs time to calm down. So avoidance style, for example, sometimes it may turn into that if you avoid this, it may become a big problem also. For example, your friend says
Mm,
that something that hurts to you, but instead of discussing it, you stop talking to them. Then a small issue, it will become a big issue because of avoidance style. Yes,
correct.
team?
Yes, yes. Sir, I
Have you
think
ever? Yeah,
very rightly said. Sometimes when we hear like competitive style, we feel
yeah,
I win, you lose. But in
right.
certain situations, it is good also, because if you are sure that your decision is firm and assertive, it is for the benefit. And instead of just waiting, 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 you take the decision, and
Right,
you because so that it is not avoided, and it doesn't make a big issue. And
right,
sometimes we think that okay, let's not avoid, let's avoid it, and but it is avoidance style. We feel that there is no conflict, no fight, we are still friends, right? Like, but sometimes avoiding make it big later.
right, right. Exactly, madam. Exactly. Thank you very much. So this is about the avoidance style, as madam also told. We all will experience these kind of things day to day life, but we don't know actually what is happening. So things are going itself like without our knowing itself, it is going on, going on, going on. So let's see about third style of conflict resolution. So that is accommodating style. So you win, I lose. So what will come into your mind after seeing this? You can unmute yourself. As I said earlier itself, there is no right and wrong. So you win, I lose.
After frustration, the person will say, "You win, I lose." You take chill.
After frustration, we will say sometimes that ठीक है भैया चल लो कितना ये कर रहा है करके, right? So
Yes.
this is what a person gives up their own needs to maintain peace and keep the relationship. ठीक है भैया कितना ये कर रहा है, हाँ? So let it be like you win, I lose. So this is called accommodating style. So you can see the characteristics. So cooperative, helpful, puts others first. So you wanted pizza, example, but everyone else wanted biryani. So you happily agree to biryani. So just a simple example I have given to understand the small concept this. So the relationship is more important than the issue here. So you will feel that rather than the issue, the relationship which is having with that person is most important, and I will try to carry forward the good relationship. Then you will go for the accommodating style. So your own needs or opinions, sometimes there will be some mismatches might be coming, so that is may always be ignored. So let's see about the fourth style, that is compromising style. So anybody can say what is compromising style, or do you remember in your life? So yeah, I compromised something karke. Can anybody
Yeah,
just?
as like the image here right side says, I will
Yeah,
give something, you give me something. I will also take something, you also take something. Half, 50-50.
50-50 vaya. Yes, exactly.
This scenario, I will ground floor you keep, first floor I keep, something like that.
Right. So thank you very much. So both the people give up something so that they can reach a solution quickly. So this is conflict is happening. Okay. So let it be like so. I will also give something. You can also take something, or the mutual understanding. It will come compromising usually. So this is what sometimes you will hit the vehicle, accident sometimes happens. So what happens means, rather than going for the police station, this, that, everything, so we will mutually compromise the things there and then itself, and we can move forward, that we can claim our insurance. So that is compromising. Just give an example. So if you see the characteristics wise, fair, practical, balanced, and everyone gets something. So example wise, one friend wants to watch a movie, another wants to go for shopping. So now what will you do as a compromising style? They decided to shop first and watch a movie later. So the two purpose also fulfilled in this compromising style. I'm giving this simple example because simple examples can effectively you can apply for the difficult problems or conflicts. So time is limited and both sides have equal power and temporary solution is accepted. So neither person gets exactly what they wanted. This is a small disadvantage of this style of conflict management. So let's see about fifth style, that is collaborative style, that is win-win. Dear friends, after seeing all these methods or other things, the conflict management, so finally, it's always better to go with the collaborative style. So before that, so what is coming to your mind that collaborative style means? Anything? You can type or you can unmute yourself because this is very, very important, as well as you can,
बताइए क्या होगा
yeah.
कोलैबोरेटिव स्टाइल विन विद कोलैबोरेटिव स्टाइल का कॉन्फ्लिक्ट कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है
Yes, ma'am. Megha, ma'am, you are saying something?
ओह नो
So collaborative style, yeah. Anybody, please unmute yourself. Just simple
Sir,
words.
Punit
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah,
So
Puneet
it's
sir.
very simple. A proposal should be there that it will be working out even for them and it will be working out even for me.
Right, exactly, sir. So this is about nothing but so win-win approach. Both the people work together to find a solution that satisfies everyone. So this is very difficult, but I can't say it is very difficult, but it is a good method of solving the conflict. So you can see the characteristics. There will be always active listening, respect for different opinions, trust and creative problem solving. So example, two teams members have different ideas for a project. Instead of arguing, they combine the best parts of both ideas to create a strong presentation. So, in the case study which you have seen earlier, rather than fighting each other, if they collaborative style, if they applied, definitely there would be win-win situation for those two employees as well as for the employees also. So, long-term relationships matter, teamwork is important, better solutions are needed. So there will be always like strong relationships, better decisions, and higher trust in this style of conflict management. So just about the brief, or I can say simply, I have presented here to understand. So the style of conflict management, first one is competitive. So thinking style will be I win, you lose. So outcome, quick decisions and relationships may suffer. So second one is avoidant. That is no one wins there. Third one is accommodating. So you win, I lose. Compromising means half win, half lose. Collaborative means we both win. Best long-term solutions. So this is the five approaches which we can use in our day-to-day life to resolve the conflicts as well as to get a good result out of the conflict, that is to collaborative methods or good output. Here some questions I have given. So just I request you can put it in the chat box or unmute yourself. Which style of the conflict resolution method you will apply for this scenario? First one is Rahul says we are doing it my way. No more discussions. So this is the statement. So which conflict style is this? You can put it in the chat box.
Competitive.
Yeah, yeah, competitive. So you can unmute yourself. Any other opinion? Exactly. So that is competitive. Let's move for second one. Priya ignores the issue and hopes it will solve itself. Which style of conflict resolution this one?
Avoiding.
Avoiding. Any other? Thank you, sir. So next one is Amit agrees with his friends' decisions even though he wanted something else. Which style is this?
Accommodating.
Sir, you are giving like so yeah. Thank you, sir. Accommodating. So I request others also, please give some kind of, it is a very easy questions. Two friends decide to meet halfway, so both are partly satisfied. Which style of conflict resolution this one? Whether it is a compromising or accommodating.
The compromising.
Compromising.
Exactly. Thank you very much. So next one is two team members combine their ideas to create a better solution. Which style of conflict management is this? Whether it is a collaborative or it is a competitive.
They both are collaborating and discussing
Collaborative.
each other's point. Yeah.
Exactly. It's a collaborative method of conflict management. So which conflict style follows the idea I win, you lose?
Competitive, where you are
Exactly.
only focused on your point of view.
Right, right. So point number eight, that is which conflict style follows the idea half win, half lose?
Compromising
Compromising.
style.
Exactly. So we both win. Which conflict style this is?
Collaborative.
Collab- Collaborative.
Collabor- Exactly. Thank you very much. So, my dear friends, now you have studied the styles of conflict management as well as the five methods where we can apply the conflicts to resolve and other things. So, apart from these, so let's remember some kind of basic things before going into conflicts or creating, I can say, response to other person or reacting to something. Just remember these kind of like how the other picture matters or which are the basic fundamentals are required in our mind. So let's see about the final output which we have to concentrate along with the conflict management things. 90% and 10%. Dear friends, sometimes we 10% actually what happens, but 90% we will react that भैया इतना हो गया करके, but actually the matter is very very minimum, but the way we react, it's give a huge impact that is not expected actually. So that is because of might be our attitude or any other things. So the response or the react how we are giving, that is very very important, and we have to make a sense of this one how we are reacting to other things actually by seeing what happened actually. We will say
Trainer sir, we will go to the behind slide.
okay.
Sorry to interrupt. Just
No, no,
yesterday
no,
I
no.
was sharing this. Just yesterday I was sharing with this my one of my friend. Yesterday
Yeah,
or day
yes, sir.
before yesterday. It is
Yeah,
not
sir.
10% what happens, 90% how we take it.
Exactly.
Just yesterday night, I guess.
Right,
Thank you.
right, sir.
Thank you.
Right, sir. Right. Because, see, sir, these are the things like we know exactly. But during the conflict or during the issue, we will react very fast because you might have seen that in an accident case or anything. The person who is not knowing or have not seen anything, what happened actually, he will come from the other side and he will react like anything. So this is what 10% happened or 90% the reaction without seeing anything. So please don't do that. So if you're, I know that most of the people will try to absorb it, but please absorb or concentrate these things. What happened actually? Try to understand that one. So first we have to try to understand by putting ourselves in the other person's shoes. This is called empathy. So dear friends, almost all the times we will say that yeah, uh, we will think according to our opinion and our mind itself. We will not go into their perspective or their shoes. They might have came from the different background or in their side. That is, first we have seen that madam also told 6, I might be seeing the number 6, but opposite side it might be the 9. So why we are not thinking about why he is reacting like that? So thinking in his mind or in his situation also matters. So dear friends, communication. So, what is communication? We know about words, speaking skill, this, that, everything. But, dear friends, communication means only 7% about the words and 38% of our style and 55 percentage of our body language. So, have you seen that ever? Actually, the small issues, words also less because of the body language, the issue, conflict went into very high level. So this has happened only because of the communication factor. So can anybody reads this one? Yeah, please.
Communication?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This one, this just quote one.
We are able to see only communication slide, sir.
Okay.
We can move to the next slide.
Okay, thank you. So next one is our behavior as well as the attitude. So we will see always the behavior which a person is having in front of us, but we will not see why he is actually acting like this, or we will not think about that one itself. So
Karthik
there
sir,
will be, yeah.
probably I think there's a freeze on your end, your video as well as your PPT has freezed.
Okay, 1 minute.
Yeah.
You can unshare and reshare and probably, probably network issues.
Sure.
Karthik, sir, are you able to hear us?
Yes, give me 1 minute, madam.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sharing just. So it stopped in the questions, right?
After that,
Pie
communication
chart, pie
slide.
chart. It's a
Pie
top.
chart.
The chart. Yeah.
This one?
Not able to see yet.
Not able to see. Okay. One minute, madam.
We
You
can't
can
see
keep
you
going,
as
sir.
well.
You can keep going, and maybe in the meantime, you can share also.
Yeah. Now, ma'am.
No, sir, not yet.
We cannot see either the slide or we can't even see you actually. So probably there's some network depletion on your side.
Okay.
I think if Karthik has shared the PPT, President can share the
Ah,
screen. Karthik can
yes,
see
madam.
it.
Yeah.
That will be better.
Nidhi ma'am, could you please share the last slides, ma'am?
Let me just try, sir.
Okay, no problem.
You can keep going, yeah, in the meantime.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I will.
I solved a conflict for Karthik.
Thank you very much, sir. So this is what exactly happens. So it's a not conflict actually. This is a issue because we are having same opinions and other goals also same. We need to finish and we have to understand the things exactly. So dear friends, it's about the communication matters. So while we are exactly communicating with other person, listening is very important first of all, and our tone of voice matters a lot as well as our body language. And last point is about our attitude of a person or the behavior of the person. So always behavior of the person depends on his past experience, attitude, as well as the impact which is having in his thoughts it will come into the behavior of a person. So, my dear friends, finally, that conflict is inevitable, but fighting is optional. Collaboration begins when we choose understanding over winning. So, this is very, very important. So, apart from all these, the knowledge which we shared today and other things, so finally, while coming to the conflict management, always it is better to go with the collaborative methods, understanding the people, and you have to see simply that whether in this conflict a person is important or matter is important. So this is very, very important while you are understanding as well as while you are solving the issues or the conflict. So thank you very much for everyone. So last, I was not able to share the video. I don't know what happened, but still, ma'am, the very good participants, because a lot of, I can say, the responses which I have received. It's a very weekend day also. Still, like participants as well as my dear friends supported a lot, and I would like to thank JC Nidhi ma'am for your like great support. Naresh Gadia sir, actually the great support. Just want to tell one thing about yesterday's scenario, uh, which happened with Naresh sir. So I do just want to share. Yesterday, actually, I was not able to attend the session due to the heavy rain which happened in Mangalore, and I was traveling. So I told that I have not attended to Naresh sir. So he didn't tell anything. He has just given me a quote that is very beautiful, actually. The truth of nature. Just I want to convey here because it's a very good thought. The truth of nature, what we pour in the world comes back to us. I hope everyone understood. This is very powerful thought also. And once again, thank you very much and to this opportunity. So I would like to request any participants. So yeah, I over to this hand over this forum to the president, ma'am, JC Nidhi Verma, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful training session. I am hoping understanding the difference between disagreements and conflicts and how we can, you know, manage these conflicts with collaboration and instead of competing. And like sometimes competition is also good, the competition style as well, right? So it's not that I win you lose is never is not good, but sometimes if the characteristics that we have gone through, when you are firm assertive, sometimes those kind of styles are also required, and nothing is wrong or right, right? But there are different styles that we can choose during our conflicts as per the situations. And we have learned a lot during this training session. Thank you so much. Over to you, JC Aruna ma'am. Ma'am, you're on mute, Aruna ma'am.
Ma'am, just one thing. Can I share the feedback form, ma'am? Can I request everyone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, sir. Side by side in the chat box, we can share that. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So I share just a feedback form, dear friends. Your valuable feedback definitely will help us to improve ourselves for the next training programs as well as for the better improvement, I can say. So because learning is a never-ending process, what I believe. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Yes, Aruna ma'am, over to you.
On behalf of JCI Bangalore Legends, I would like to thank our trainer today, JC trainer Karthik Shastri sir. It was a very beautiful session. You took us very well inside the conflict management, and that is what is needed now in these days. People don't have peace in them, and in fact, the conflict doesn't happen between the people. It happens between the states, the countries, and the war is going on. Everything. So this skill we have to learn. Each one of us have to learn, and we have to manage our conflicts better to have a very beautiful society as well as a beautiful world. It's a very important topic, and you took us very well inside the topic. Thank you, sir. And my heartfelt gratitude to Naresh Gadia, sir. He has been supporting us and guiding us throughout this training. Thank you, sir. And a very sincere gratitude to our President Madam, Nidhi Madam, and thank you to all the participants and team members. We have another engaging session on Monday. So you all can have a wonderful weekend until then. See you on Monday.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Aruna
you.
ma'am. Thank you so much, Aruna ma'am, and thank you to all the participants. Your active participation really made this training session wonderful, interactive, and lot more points that we discussed over the training session. Looking forward to see you again on Monday, 3rd of August, with the topic mind mechanics. So see you all on Monday. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good night,
Thank you
everyone.
all. Yeah, yeah. Thank you all, my dear friends, for your great support. Thank you.